All right. Do you want us to get started?
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
I just had a quick thing to mention. I think Lynn also posted another workshop. Is it the same as this? Because it's in another room.
Oh, really? Okay, let me go look into that.
So I just don't want people to be in that Zoom.
Cool. I'll go check that out. Julia, you can go ahead and get started.
Great. Yeah, sounds good. All right. Welcome to the hackathon. Welcome to the Learnathon. I'm excited to, get you guys started, get you guys revved up, get you excited. Just like some intros. I'm Julia. I'm going to be talking at you for a few minutes. Hopefully you can also respond and we can have a little conversation, hopefully. I'm on the Freetail Outreach team and I'm a freshman in CS.
Hey y'all, I'm Ruby. I am on the Retail Logistics team and I'm also a freshman in CS. And I'm excited to get you guys to learn more about hackathons in general.
Yeah. Right. So for those of you who haven't been to a hackathon before, I guess your question is probably, what is a hackathon? So it's not like super, I guess, it's super chill is what I'm trying to say. It's a space to learn a new skill. We have a bunch of workshops going on that you can see on the website. We're teaching a few things like Python and like introductions to databases. I think the next one is intro to Git. So you can learn how to use Git. And if you guys have any questions at the end about like what anything is, we can go over that. But you're also here to like make friends, build connections. And most of all, if you have a problem that you care a lot about, I see a lot of bio majors in here. So maybe like problems in bio that you want to solve using, computer science, then this is an avenue for you to at least get started with a project in that. Oh, how do I go to the next slide? There we go.
All right, so like Julia said, we have like majors from basically everywhere, which is super cool. So it's open to everyone with no matter how much experience you have in your major and like in CS. And since it is a Learnathon, like don't be like super overwhelmed. We're here to like help, and if you don't have experience, we can like help you like develop some skills and like help you code along the way. So you're always welcome to reach out to any of the mentors at any point when you're confused or like need help doing anything. And so some of the main skills that you'll basically learn are like design, coding, problem solving, like pitching, and like coming up with ideas for your project, which is something that is really cool.
Yeah, so if you feel like, you don't have all of the coding skills in the world, one, you're going to learn those, and two, you also have a lot more to offer. So it's not just about the coding here. And I guess moving on to what if I don't know how to code? Learnathon is very beginner friendly. That's the point of it. It's Learnathon. You're here to learn. So I guess moving along with the bullet points, it says find a team. So make a team up to 4 people, and then I guess that's going to be like your little cohort to learn together and figure out how you're going to make a project, what you need to know. So it's a really good space to, I guess, collaborate and learn from your peers, learn together with your peers. So yeah, and again, we're going to guide you through coding, especially like most of today. And I guess this bullet point says submit a project. I guess it's a little bit irrelevant, but submit a project. It doesn't have to be done, but we're gonna end up judging them, and it's gonna be a fun time. It can be a mock-up. You can keep working on it after the hackathon is done. This is just like a place to start making a project and have a space to, have a little bit of support in starting it. So there we go.
And also just wanted to add, I know we'll cover this like later in the presentation, but if you don't have a team yet, or like you don't know other people in this hackathon, like don't be like overwhelmed or anything. We will send out like a form, so you can like fill it out, and then we can match you with people who we think you guys would like collaborate well with. So
yeah, no stress. We got you guys. All right, so if you're wondering where to start, there's a little hyperlink in here. I can send it in the Discord after this is over, but we have a hackathon starting guide. which is on the Freetail website. It's a lot of like general info about hackathons. I think there's some information about different technologies. I'm not really sure which ones. I haven't looked too much into it. Shristi, do you know, or does anyone
Yeah,
know?
there's like web dev and app dev, and then there's gonna be a start on like how to ideate for a project. What do you do after a project? There's kind of all kinds of different tools. So it's a really good starting guide to get you started in any kind of way that you would wanna like make a project during a Learnathon or a hackathon or anything.
Yeah, so definitely check out the guide. I will be sending it in the Discord later. So if you guys want to like look through and see, what you can get out of it, then that'll be there. And you can ask any of the organizers. We have the Discord. We're here for questions. We're here to help you guys along. But also, if you want more resources, there's also mentor matching. So if you want to mentor, fill out the mentor request form by like I'd say around 6 p.m. today because we're doing matching around 8 p.m. So we'll also send out the mentor matching form, and tomorrow you'll have a mentor who can help you out and help you along with your project. So that's also a pretty cool resource.
And then, so like, what if I don't have an idea, right? So this is like a learnathon. So you're here to learn. So don't be like, don't worry. Just kind of throw all your ideas out there, and then like find like common interests or within your group, or like a real world problem that you really want to solve. And then you can also attend the ideation workshop, which we'll send out the link to. I think it's pretty soon, and try to like narrow down ideas about like how much time your project or idea will take to accomplish, and like how much you'll learn, how much technology you have to learn to complete the project, and things like that. So like I guess I would just say like make a list of all your ideas. That's how I would approach it, and then kind of like go through each one and like measure out the feasibility and how you think you can accomplish that idea or project in the time allotted.
Yeah. Just like a comment on the feasibility, like you can start off with something small and build up from there. It's definitely a good idea to have like, I wouldn't say low expectations, that's a bad word, but like something super simple that you want to make that you can build off of. My from like my experience in like robotics and stuff like that, it's best to have a moving robot before you start building a super complicated arm and stuff like that. So yeah, just start simple and then you can keep building off of that, I guess is the idea. Do you have anything else to say, Ruby?
No, I think I completely agree with that.
Okay, perfect. And again, the question, what if I don't know anyone? We are doing team matching that Ruby knows a little bit more about since her team is doing that. But if you guys want to socialize, we also have the Discord if you want to meet people on there. I think maybe there's a channel for like introductions. Is there? That's a question for.
In the Discord?
Yeah.
Yep, there is.
Okay, yeah. So send out an intro so people can learn a little bit about you, reach out to people who you think are cool, and you guys can start working together, make teams and stuff like that. So, yeah, check out the Discord. Do you guys all have the Discord, or should it be linked to you guys? Like, raise your hand or something if you don't have the Discord or you're not on it. I think everyone's on it. Okay, cool. Perfect. And then it says fill out the team formation form. Do you have that, Ruby?
Yes, I think if I'll send it in the chat later too, but also in the Discord so you guys can fill it out. But basically it just goes over like how much time you want to spend in this hackathon, what you're interested in, and then based on those things, we'll like match you with other people who we think would fit well into the criteria too, and we can go from there. But yeah.
Perfect. All right, and if you guys want to check out the schedule, it's on the website. I kind of just threw in what's going on today. There's a bunch of workshops. If you guys have any questions about what anything is, there's intro to Git. If you guys don't know what Git is, it's like kind of like a version control thing. So basically you can keep track of like different edits you make to your code. Right. So if you want to make a change to your code, you can first save your code so that you can go back if you like add something super buggy or like break something or something like that. And they'll go more into it. My really bad analogy is that it's like Google Drive, but for code. Awful analogy. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, but it's kind of like it'll get you there. And then we're going over Python. I think, yeah, if you guys have any questions about what Python is, please raise your hand or just like drop it in the chat. I can't really see the chat right now, but if anyone sees any questions, let me know. And then we have Intro to Firebase. So I think that's like a database thing that helps you host web apps. If someone wants to chime in there, because I don't have a lot of experience with that.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. You got it.
Okay, cool. Perfect. It looks like we have an entrepreneurship thing going on as well, so that might be pretty cool. We have a professor stepping in there, so if you guys want to, get the perspective of a professor and talk to them, ask them questions, could be pretty cool, pretty interesting. We have intro to databases, intro to web dev, app dev, AWS. So you can figure out how to use AWS and cloud computing. Basically, like it's where you host your website, right? And then later we'll have a game night. It'll be chill. It'll be fun. We can socialize after a day of learning. So it'll be nice. Do you guys have anything to add? There's also the schedule for tomorrow, which I don't have up here. But if you guys have any questions about that, you can drop them in the Discord. Yeah. All right.
Okay, so basically just to give a overview of everything we've covered, what will happen in this hackathon or learnathon, I should say. So we just went over the schedule. Please attend the workshops. They'll be super fun. You'll get to learn a lot and things like that. So we'll also have guest speakers, and then there's always recruiting and networking that'll be going on. So it'll be a great time to learn and collaborate and meet everyone. So super cool.
And that's kind of like the end of the presentation. I guess if you guys have any questions, like stop us for now. And then we're gonna kind of go through like how to download VS Code and how to compile a Python program, just so you guys like aren't too, stressed out or anything when you get to the Python workshops. Do you guys have any questions? Anything? No? Maybe raise your hand. Is there anything in the chat? I can't see it right now. No?
The chat's good right now.
Okay. So I'll stop sharing this. And then do you want me to go through the VS Code, or Ruby, do you want to help out with that? And I can show them how to do the Python thing, how to compile a Python program.
Actually, can you go through the VS Code? Sorry, I'm not on my regular laptop.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Let me just get this set up real quick. Make sure I don't have any other tabs open. So, okay, wait. Let me share real quick. I guess I'll share my whole screen. There's a lot of things going on, but I mean, I guess downloading VS Code is pretty simple. Wait, let me move this bar. Okay, there we go. So, wait. I mean, I guess, yeah. So if you look at VS Code, you're gonna get this download button, or not download, link to the download page. And based on whether you have Windows or Linux or Mac, just download whatever works best for your computer. So just click the big button and it should work. I already have it, so it's gonna download, but yeah. And then wait for that to download. I don't know. I guess if you guys want to go along with this with me, so basically what VS Code is like a text editor. It's not necessarily an IDE. I do think you can run programs through it, but I haven't really done that. I usually use the terminal, and if you guys are wondering what the terminal is, or like the command line, okay, I'm sharing everything. Hello. Here, maybe it's gonna, okay, there we go. So this is like a big scary black box, but it's not actually scary. You just need to know a few commands and how to use it. So I guess, are you guys familiar with like how to move around file paths, or I guess if there's any confusion about that, basically what a file path is it says how to get to a file. So if you're, I guess here I have like my Macintosh HD, and then I can go to users, and I think terminal usually starts out like in my little directory, so that's Julia. If I want to see like where I'm at, I can do pwd, and it's telling me, oh, like the current like area that I'm in is users/Julia. So I'm right in here, right? Does that kind of make sense so far? I showed you guys how to download VS Code, and now I'm talking about the terminal. I don't know if that's confusing for anyone. Raise your hand if there's anything. But these two are like kind of interlinked. If you want to compile a program or run a program, then it would
Julia,
be
there's
good.
a question. Can you run terminal on VS Code?
Yeah, you can. You can. Here, I guess I can. there's some of my code from class, but don't get scared by this. Here, wait, let me reload this. Ignore what's going on here. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be showing anyone this, but here, where's the terminal? It's usually there. Oh my goodness. I don't think VS Code is very happy with me at the moment.
Click terminal on
Where
the
is
top.
that?
Very
Oh,
top.
there it is. Okay,
Yeah,
there we go.
there you go.
Yeah, so I have a few commands. If I want to, you know, run a test, then it does that. So yeah, you can use terminal through VS Code. I totally forgot about that. Thank you. Yeah, so if I have like a Python program, again, don't get overwhelmed. I'm like showing you guys a bunch of things, but it'll make a lot more sense. I think it's good to kind of see what's going on. Oh my goodness. There we go. So I have some Python stuff in here. I have like a little assembler, and if I want to run, you know, Python on that, it kind of like assumes that you're in this directory if you use the terminal here. So you don't really have to worry about like changing directories and stuff like that. So you can do like Python 3, and then you just put the name of the file. So it's going to be assembler.py. I misspelled it. And then this is a little bit like, if this is confusing, don't worry about it, but you can put in like your arguments. Normally you won't for now, I don't think. But to run this, I have to put that, and then it kind of runs the program and it gives you the output. And the output is usually like something you print in the program, right? So there's a bunch of print statements, and that's like what's coming out. Yeah, and if that's confusing, you can also do it through terminal. So if I want to change my directory to, you know, that Python program that I was working on, I think it's on my desktop. So I would go cd desktop, and that just means change directory. So cd means change directory, basically like change your folder to the desktop, right? And then I can do cd assembler, because I think that's what I called it. Wait, let me double check. Yeah, it's called assembler. So now we're like in this folder. So it's like the same thing as when we were working with it in the terminal, right? And then from here, we can do the same thing. So we can do Python 3, and then assembler.py, and then put in all of the arguments. So it's going to be, you know, and then it'll just print it out, except in the terminal. So whatever is more convenient for you, whatever works better for you, whatever is less confusing. I know this is like kind of a lot to start off with, but do you guys have VS Code downloaded? I gave you guys kind of a minute to download. That's probably what you guys are going to be using in the workshops, unless, correct me if I'm wrong though, I'm not really sure. No?
Yeah, I think some of the workshops will require VS Code, so it's great to go ahead and download it now.
Yeah.
I also
So
do
I
want to.
guess.
Sorry, Julia, can I say something real quick?
Oh no,
Uh,
go ahead.
Yeah, please do not be scared by all the code that you saw on Julia's screen right now. That is for one of our most difficult classes, and you will not need to know how to write anything even remotely resembling that.
Yeah,
Of
I'm just
course,
trying to show you guys how to compile.
yeah.
Don't worry about like what is going on.
Yeah,
It's
the Python workshops, I promise, will be a lot simpler.
yeah.
And get you
Um
ramped up with all that.
yeah, if you guys want to like go through a little like hello world program that's like super simple and I can show you guys like how to get started with a project, let me know. Just like throw some stuff in the chat. If you're confused, please raise your hand. I'm not sharing anymore so I can see the chat. Any questions? Any confusion? Yeah, Discord is always open to you. Don't be scared to ask questions because this stuff is pretty confusing. It took me a minute to like figure out how to use a computer. I was like, what am I doing? I'm a CS major and I don't know like how to use terminal. So it definitely took me a minute. It took everyone a minute. It's hard to understand. No, anyone? Okay. Definitely throw stuff in the Discord then. Oh, okay. I got excited about there being a Discord chat, not Discord chat, Zoom chat. Does anyone have anything to add? Any questions?
All right,
Ash, do you have a question?
I do not have a question, but I think
Okay.
we're all good to go.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and